Hello everyone and welcome to Blaugrana Everything, and welcome back to the channel and to another match review as we look back at Barca's first defeat of the Xavi Hernandez era as Real Betis emerged 1-0 winners in what was a tightly contested match at the Camp Nou. The loss now sees Barcelona stuck in 7th place whilst Real Betis moved to 7 points clear of Barcelona in 3rd place. They're now also ahead of Atletico Madrid who just lost at home to Mallorca. Anywho, Barca do have a game in hand, but that game comes against Sevilla at the Sanchez Pizjuan, so it's not going to be a simple fixture at all for Barcelona, and it's hard to see where they're going to make up the 6 points that are between them and Atletico Madrid in 4th place. Anyway, before we go any further, just wanted to mention that we finally reached 1.5k subs on the channel between my last upload and now. And also guys, we hit the 250,000 views milestone in that time. And I just wanted to thank you all because that only happened because of each of you watching these videos. So please keep up with the support. It's much appreciated, and hit that like button so more people can join the community, so more people can see these videos. So, with match reviews, we look at tactical setup first of all, then we talk about the team performance, followed by negatives and positives, before finally I give you my man of the match. Let's go ahead and get into it. Xavi made quite a few changes to the starting 11, as in total he made 3 changes to the team that started the match against Villarreal, as Eric Garcia, Gerard Piqué and Frankie de Jong dropped to the bench for Serginho Dest, Clement Lenglet and Felipe Coutinho. Barca set up in a 4-3-3 with the following players: in goal, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, a back 4 of Dest, Araujo, Lenglet and Alba, the midfield 3 of Nico, Busquets and Xavi, and a front 3 of Abde, Memphis and Coutinho. Betis were in a 4-2-3-1 formation with the following players: in goal, Rui Silva, a back 4 of Bellerin, Bartra, Ruiz and Moreno, with Guardado and Guido Rodriguez as the double pivot, with Juanmi, Canales and Rubao ahead of them, and Willian Jose leading the line. Let's now briefly talk about the team performance on the night. Barcelona appeared sluggish and uninventive in the final third of the match tonight. The absence of Frankie de Jong in the starting lineup meant that there was no one from midfield looking to make those runs into the opposition box whenever Memphis dropped deep to collect the ball. Nico and Xavi, that just doesn't seem to be their forte. Frankie de Jong is of course quite versed in doing that. Furthermore, the presence of Coutinho on the wing meant that Barcelona couldn't properly hold their width, so pretty often Barca found themselves short of options in advanced areas, because apart from Abde, no other player was available to receive the ball in a position where they could cause serious trouble for Betis. The absence of those numbers and movement ahead of the ball for Barcelona meant that Betis could easily crowd out Barcelona's attack and set up counter-attacks, which they did numerous times. Of course, Betis did score a goal on the counter-attack, but that goal came from a different kind of counter-attack, should I say, as it was from a Barcelona set-piece. And it was actually a 3-on-3 counter, and you know what, let's get straight into the negatives so I can talk about this more, because my first negative was the lack of defensive organization. When dealing with a counter attack like the one that led to Juanmi scoring a 3-on-3 counter, all you have to do as the defending team is to maintain your shape and to make sure that you cover each of your opponents, right? Because there are 3 of them versus 3 of you, so as long as you hold your shape, you will be able to defend whatever they're trying to do. But instead, all our defenders on that counter-attack found themselves getting pulled towards the ball, and in the end, it was a manageable situation, got out of hand. Now, I've seen some people blaming Marc-Andre ter Stegen for that goal, and honestly, anyone who does blame him, they think real life is FIFA, honestly, and they should just keep quiet or be ignored. I don't know which of the 2 options. But yeah, they don't know what they're talking about. My next negative here is the setup. Now, I understand Xavi is still getting a feel of the squad and what he wants from them, but I feel like what he should be doing right now is picking a consistent backline. Xavi has had 4 matches in charge of Barcelona, not so many, But so far, in all those 4 matches, he has named 4 different backlines. Goal scoring is definitely a problem that Barcelona could be able to address with the return of either Fati or Aguero, or, the rumored signing of Ferran Torres. But while goal scoring can sometimes win you games, not conceding goals actually guarantees that you do not lose games. But in order for Barcelona to stop conceding goals, apart from organization and discipline, they are going to need continuity in the players. The partnership, particularly at centre-back, is of greatest importance because, today it's Piqué and Eric Garcia, tomorrow it's Araujo and Eric Garcia, the next day it's Piqué and Longley, and again the next it's Araujo and Longley. So, there's that lack of cohesion, that lack of chemistry. And because of that, it's hard for the team to cope with counter-attacks because the players are not used to playing with each other, so they don't trust each other to do what they should. So I think Xavi should, for his remaining fixtures, at least for the rest of December, he should just pick a starting back 4 and stick to it regardless of what happens, because all the chops and changes just don't help the team at all, because there is a lack of confidence in that back 4, not only from the midfield but also from the goalkeeper. Anywho, my final negative is of course wasteful finishing. I'm not even going to dwell too much on this. I've been singing about this basically as old as this channel is. By the way, this channel is turned a year old, happy birthday, Blaugrana, everything. And it's been 1 year of talking about wasteful finishing. I can only remember Silva having to make 1 save from Barcelona, correct me if I'm wrong, and Dembele had some great attempts that, oddly enough, had they been on target, he'd have scored at least twice, I think. And then of course Abde had a very big miss as well. So overall, we could really do with a change of fortunes in as far as our finishing is concerned. And so, Fati or Aguero, they couldn't get fit soon enough. This team needs them. I don't have any positives here, maybe just the performance of Araujo. He was colossal as usual, if only we had 2 of him. So let's wrap up with the man of the match, and I decided to go with Alex Moreno from Real Betis. Yes, I know, Juanmi scored the winner, but for the most part, I thought he was largely ineffective for Betis, thanks to Ronald Araujo. Moreno, on the other hand, spent all game either keeping tabs on Barca's wingers or putting Barcelona under pressure high up the pitch. So yeah, I went with Moreno as my man of the match. That's that, ladies and gentlemen. We now have the daunting challenge of Bayern coming up, and we will talk about that in the next video. What were your thoughts on the loss to Betis though? Who was your man of the match? What were your negatives and positives? Thank you again for tuning in. Have a great day, and Forza Barca. Yes, you did not stop recording. I'm very happy.